What if everything you thought you needed to build a fortune, the money, the connections, the lucky break, was actually a lie? They say experience is the best teacher, but for Arthur Hayes, it was also his greatest burden. After a lifetime of steering corporate giants, he had traded his boardroom for the tranquility of a countryside hamlet. He was supposed to be retired, but a businessman's mind doesn't just switch off. Every morning walk through the village square was a masterclass in missed potential. He'd see the hopeful stalls, the handmade goods, the desperate optimism in the vendors' eyes. One face in particular became a fixture on his route. A young man named Samuel, who always greeted him with a genuine smile and a sample of his goods. One Tuesday, Samuel handed him a piece of spiced bread. The texture was perfect, the flavor a complex memory of local harvests. Arthur was genuinely impressed. But as he looked at the product, this incredible taste wrapped in a generic, crinkly plastic bag, he felt a pang of professional disappointment. He saw 10 years of hard work trapped inside a 10-cent package. "Samuel," Arthur began, holding the humble packet, "this is exceptional. How long has your family recipe been feeding the village?" Samuel's smile widened. "All my life, sir. I sell what I know. But the market knows me too well. It's the same faces day after day. I can't seem to find the path to the next town, let alone the city." Hearing Samuel's honest frustration, Arthur felt a familiar itch. He saw the glaring gap, a phenomenal product crippled by invisible walls, no brand, no strategy, no understanding of the customer beyond the stall. It sparked a dangerous thought. Could he, stripped of his corporate army and starting with nothing but pocket change, build something real, not for the glory, but to prove a point? He decided to test the soil himself. For weeks, he became a ghost in the market, watching, listening. He wasn't looking for a revolution, he was looking for a crack. He noticed the bakers and snack vendors all shared a common complaint: the rising cost of quality flour. They were trapped by their suppliers. This was the crack. A great product isn't about being fancy, Arthur reasoned. It solves a fundamental ache. The village ached for affordable, reliable flour. When he quietly polled the vendors, asking if a stable, fairly priced source would help, the overwhelming yes was all the confirmation he needed. A fortune isn't found in the complex, but in the neglected need. Now came the true test. Despite having resources, Arthur imposed a strict rule on himself: start from absolute zero. No dipping into savings. He produced a tiny batch, packaged it in nothing but clear bags with a handwritten label, and tried to sell it. The rejections were immediate and brutal. Shopkeepers waved him away. But this was a feature, not a bug. Because he had no money on the line, each no was just data. Was the price wrong? Did they distrust the packaging? He wasn't selling flour, he was selling a solution, and the market was giving him the answers for free. He studied the existing suppliers. They were big, impersonal, and their product was just a commodity. Their weakness was his opportunity. For months, he experimented, combining the local grain with a signature blend of spices, a tribute to the region's heritage. But the real magic wasn't just the taste, it was the story. He designed packaging that wasn't just a bag, it was a canvas. It told the tale of the local harvest, turning a sack of flour into a piece of village pride. The product wasn't just flour, it was the Valley Blend. It promised authenticity, it promised belonging. The turn came swiftly. Shops that had rejected him now saw customers asking for the distinctive packaging by name. Then Arthur implemented his masterstroke, a partnership model. He didn't want employees, he wanted allies. He provided the product and the brand to anyone with a bicycle and the will to sell. He had built a distribution network not with contracts, but with shared profit. The small entrepreneurs who once struggled to buy flour were now earning a living selling it. Arthur hadn't just built a business, he had built an ecosystem. And he did it all by proving that knowledge, observation, and the humility to start small were the only capital he ever needed. You don't need a big start, you just need a smart start. Arthur's quiet experiment in the village proved a timeless truth. The market always rewards those who listen closest. So if you're sitting on an idea, wondering if you have enough to begin, remember this story. The only real failure isn't a lack of money, It's a failure to start. If this story added a new perspective to your day, please hit that like button. And as always, thanks for watching.